What's up guys, DrFeelGood here, back again with another video prescription. And today I want to talk about what has easily become one of the most anti-consumer practices in gaming, at least in my opinion. Pass. You know what I'm talking about. And you want to know what brought this up? The recently announced season pass for Dragon Ball FighterZ, or I don't know how you would pronounce the name, but you know which one I'm talking about, the 2D Dragon Ball game. Now, I saw that the season pass is $35. Now let's get one thing straight. This is not the first game to do this. You know, Batman Arkham Knight had, what was it, a $40 or $50 season pass? Yeah. Star Wars Battlefront, I think even Destiny had a few $30 to $40 season passes. So it's not the first game to do it. It's just the most recent example that I can think of, and is a big recent controversy. But I want to break down this season pass. I want to look at this objectively. So just to let people know, this is not about Dragon Ball FighterZ. This is about the season passes in general. Alright? But we're going to use Dragon Ball FighterZ as an example. Looking at this, first off, let us not use the quote-unquote optional point as an excuse to let this slide. It is much, much bigger than that, people. When a game costs $60 and months before its release, would it be weeks or months, they're announcing season passes that cost half the price, if not more, then it makes you wonder. But we'll get to that later. Anyway, we need to stop this. We really do. We need to convince these companies that this is not the way to go. So let us examine this objectively, as we all should. If this game is $60 plus tax and the season pass is $35, does that imply that the season pass should contain roughly half the content of the original game? I would think that. If your season pass costs more than half the price of the game, then I expect it to contain about 50% of the content of the original game. So it needs to contain 50% more. So let's say if Dragon Ball FighterZ, I don't know all the details, but let's say it had 18 characters. It may actually have 18 characters. And let's say it had 18 battle stages. And let's say it had 4 different modes to play. If the season pass is $35, then I expect to have at least 9 more characters, 9 more battle stages, 2 more modes to play, etc. I expected to have at least that. But we all know that typically that is not the case, and in fact, ironically, it is almost never the case. Think about that. And let's say this is the case. Let's just say that it is half the game there. then did they hold back originally planned content in order to charge you for it later? Are they actually giving you 50% more content based on the price? Or are they charging you $35 for what is essentially $10 worth of content? And you know what I'm referring to. People that buy Gears of War season passes and it's mostly just character and weapon skins. Or you buy season passes for popular games such as Watch Dogs and things like that, and it gives you a few exclusive missions. In a game that has probably over 100 missions, you get 10 more. To me, that's not worth 20, 30, 40 bucks. Even if you do combine it with skins. You see my point? I strongly believe that this needs to stop. I believe in DLC. Let me put that out there. I strongly believe in DLC. I believe DLC can extend the life of a game, but it is not being used that way. It is being abused by these publishers. It is being abused. Skins should be free as they are supremely easy to implement. The coding for those are so simple it's ridiculous. A few extra missions, and get the hell out of here. Charging me for characters when they were actually included characters in the last iteration. I'm looking at you, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Street Fighter V. It doesn't make sense. But whenever you guys go out there and buy these passes, you're basically telling these developers they can cut content that used to be included or free and sell it to you later. When you finally decide, I'm done with this, trust me, it will be over. Do you hear anything about Call of Duty Elite anymore? No. Because the first one didn't work that well. In fact, they never got it working the way they said it would. They came out with a Call of Duty Elite 2.0. But then after that, to my knowledge, they don't talk about it anymore. It's not a thing anymore. People stop paying for it. And if you're not paying for it, the companies are losing money. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. And as I always say, keep it gaming.